The Republican Party is at war with itself, and the H1-B visa is the weapon. To some, it's America's brain gain. To others, a job thief in disguise. In Trump's second term, will skilled immigration fuel innovation? Or be the next casualty of populist fire? The morning tweets tell the story of a party divided. Representative Marjorie Greene fires off.
Good morning to everyone who is fed up with IPAC, foreign aid and funding foreign wars, being enslaved in $37 trillion in debt, our dollar being weak, high cost of living, high cost of housing, property taxes, and H1-B visas stealing American jobs.
Another user demands ICE raids on tech companies instead of Home Depot parking lots, calling for 50 flights per day, leaving all international US airports bound for India. These aren't isolated voices anymore. They represent a growing faction within the Republican Party that sees the H1-B visa program as a fundamental threat to American workers. Trump supporters have repeatedly clashed over the program that brings skilled foreign workers to America. On one side, tech billionaire Elon Musk declared he would go to war to protect H1-B visas.
The reason I'm in America, along with so many critical people who built SpaceX, Tesla, and hundreds of other companies that made America strong, is because of H1-B.
On the other side, longtime Trump advisor Steve Bannon labeled the program a scam and warned Musk that MAGA supporters would rip your face off unless he changed course. Former Congressman Matt Gaetz and other Trump allies lined up behind Bannon's position. This isn't just a political dispute. It's a fundamental disagreement about America's economic future, with the H1-B program caught in the crossfire between immigration hardliners and Silicon Valley's hunger for talent. Joseph Edlow, the new director of US Citizenship and Immigration Services, signaled changes are coming in a July interview with the New York Times.
I really do think that the way H1-B needs to be used is to supplement, not supplant, the US economy and US businesses and US workers.
His proposed reforms would favor companies paying higher wages to foreign workers, addressing criticism that the program undercuts American salaries. The scale of the H1-B program has grown dramatically over 2 decades. According to Pew Research data, nearly 400,000 applications were approved in fiscal year 2024, more than double the number from 2000. Since 2013, the majority of approvals each year have been applications to renew employment rather than new hires. In 2024, 65% of approved applications were renewals, while only 35% were new applications for initial employment. The annual cap system creates intense competition. Congress initially set the limit at 65,000 visas in 1990, expanded to 85,000 in 2004, with 20,000 reserved for those with advanced degrees from American universities. In 2024, eligible registrations reached 758,994 applications competing for those spots, forcing the government to use a lottery system that critics call fundamentally flawed. Denial rates peaked at 15% in fiscal 2018 during Trump's first administration. That included 24% of new applications for initial employment and 12% of renewal applications for continuing employment. The Trump administration implemented stricter immigration rules, including tightening the definition of specialty occupations and limiting third-party placements of H-1B workers. Under Biden, the denial rate dropped to under 3%, in part due to court rulings against the restrictions from Trump's first term. India dominates the program in ways that fuel political tensions. Roughly 73% of H-1B workers approved in 2023 were born in India, with China a distant second at 12%. Over the past 4 years, more than 78% of the highest-paid H-1B applicants earning over $1 million annually came from India. Computer-related jobs account for 65% of all H-1B positions, with a median salary of $123,600. Amazon leads all employers with over 11,000 H1-B approvals in 2023, followed by major Indian IT consulting firms like Cognizant and Infosys. Immigration scholar Stephen Yale-Lower from Cornell Law School told the BBC,
The first Trump administration tightened H1-B visas by increasing denial rates and slowing processing times. It is unclear whether that will happen again in the second Trump administration. Some people like Elon Musk want to preserve the H1-B visas, while other officials want to restrict all immigration.
The outcome of this political battle extends far beyond visa statistics. Research shows that H1-B restrictions push American companies to move jobs overseas rather than hire domestically. When visas become harder to obtain, multinationals simply expand operations in India, China, and Canada instead. The economic data challenges simple narratives about job displacement. A 2019 study found that higher H1-B approval rates correlated with increased patent filings and startup success. During the COVID pandemic, 8 companies that developed vaccines had previously hired over 3,000 scientists through the H1-B program, according to the American Immigration Council. For aspiring workers in India, where dreams of American opportunity have shaped entire communities, the uncertainty is profound. India has surpassed China as the leading source of international students, with a record 331,602 Indian students in the US in 2023 to 2024, according to the Open Doors report. Most rely on loans, and any visa restrictions could devastate family finances. One former H1-B holder who returned to India after facing green card delays told the BBC,
The fascination with H1Bs is directly tied to the wage gap between India and the US for the same engineering roles.
The program has created what researchers call a new map of Indian Americans, shifting communities from traditional centers in New York and Michigan to California and New Jersey tech hubs. But the path isn't smooth. More than 1 million Indians, including dependents, currently wait in employment-based green card categories. Critics point to documented abuses. In October, a US court found Cognizant guilty of discriminating against over 2,000 non-Indian employees between 2013 and 2022. The infamous Disney case in 2015 saw 250 technology workers laid off and forced to train their H1-B replacements from an Indian outsourcing firm. As President Trump begins his second term with immigration crackdowns dominating headlines, the H1-B debate will test whether America chooses economic pragmatism or populist politics. The resolution could reshape not just immigration policy, but the global flow of talent that has powered innovation for decades.